You guys, hey guys, happy Thanksgiving. Hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. If this is your first time to my live stream, my name is Jerica. I am a mom of three. I have a 7 year old, a 6 year old, and a newly 2 year old. I have reduced my body fat percentage by over 50%. I have been able to recomposition my body over the age of 35 and having three kids. I'm also a certified personal trainer, and I've been on YouTube for about 6 years now. We're celebrating our 6 year last month. Okay. So I was not ready for this. I'm about to show you guys a transformation that you're going to be blown away when I show you this video. Today, I want to go through, hey girl, hey. Today, I'm going to show you guys that shook me. I'm going to show you guys something that shook me. I talked to you guys the other day about a power lifter. And I was telling you guys that I am, I'm everything fitness, okay? Everything fitness. I'm everything fitness. I train women at home. I have programs. I'm everything transformation that blew me, okay? And I was not ready for this transformation. So today I'm going to show you what I seen on YouTube. We're going to talk about it as we go through the live content. And I wanted to share this with someone who this might help, okay? And when I say it help you, because you might feel like you are not ready to get in shape, or you're too old, or you just feel like you can't do it. I'm going to show you a few things tonight that are going to make you feel like you're ready to start your fitness journey at whatever age you are. Okay. So like this video right now. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. But this video that I'm about to share, blown away by what I'm about to show you. So give me a moment. I'm going to bring up the video so we can go through the video, and we're going to talk through the video. Okay. So like this video again, y'all give this video a big thumbs up, and I'm going to get ready to share the video. Okay. So the video is, it's a woman. She is a bit older now. She should be around 81 now. Okay. But she has came into her fitness journey late in the game, like late in the game, okay? And she has changed the game, all right? So today I'm going to show you guys this video, and feel free to comment, feel free to chime in, feel free to drop a comment while we talk through the video. So if y'all ready for me to put the video up, make sure you like the video and make sure you like this live stream. And I'm going to share this video with you guys. Okay. So we're getting ready to start the video. I am looking for, I kind of wish that she had her own YouTube channel. She does not have her own YouTube channel, but I did find this. If I could reach out to her, I would help her start a YouTube channel. So after this video, I'm going to try to reach out to her and see if I can find this young lady to help her start her own YouTube channel so she can be able to show women, especially over the age of 70, that it could be done. And for my women who are struggling, who are just 30. Okay, so I'm getting ready to share the video. So let's watch the video. We're going to go through the video. You're going to go through the video with me, and we're going to go through and watch this young lady's transformation. So I'm getting ready to show the video for you guys. Give me 1 second. I'm going to bring it up. You guys are going to love it. You guys are going to love it. Okay. So let me know when the video is up and you can see the video so we can go through the video. Let me know when you guys see the video, and we're going to go through this video. We're going to do some commentary on it. And again, this lady at this point, this was a couple years ago. So she was 78 years old at this point. Okay. So let me know if y'all can see the video, and then we're going to go through her transformation. Okay.
I've never done any sports. I didn't know any.
Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. Hey Tracy, hey y'all, hey Keisha, hey y'all. I'm gonna stop right there. Hey Sharon. She said that she is kind of sport. So I want y'all to keep that in mind. She said that she has never done any type of sport. So she has not been an athlete. She has not did track and field. She's not played basketball, baseball, softball, soccer, anything. Okay. So she is new to this. All right. She took a liking to it and she's new to this. She's never done anything. Okay.
Thing about powerlifting, I never even heard about powerlifting. I feel strength when I powerlift. It tells me I can beat the world. I just want to inspire other women to take care of themselves.
So she says she's doing this to inspire other women to take care of themselves. Okay. To inspire at 78 years old, she's doing this to inspire other women to take care of themselves. She never even knew what powerlifting was. Okay. So not only was she not an athlete, the first sport she did was powerlifting. Okay. Not only has she never been an athlete, she's never been an athlete, and also she's never even heard of powerlifting. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's get back into it.
My name is Nora Langdon. I'm 78 years young, and I'm a professional powerlifter. This is my protein drink. This is what I take after my workout.
Okay, it started off great. You see, the first thing she ran to after her workout was a protein drink. Protein drink. I mean, she got some other supplements. Look like she's taking vitamin D. Look like she's taking, by that bottle, looks like she's taking B12, and she has some type of juice, and she has a protein shake. Okay. Remember, we talked about how important protein was, right? She's 78 years old. After her workouts, she takes her protein drink, and look like she takes her supplements as well.
This is my pre-workout, which I'm going to drink. I can lift 338 pounds. Nobody could beat that record in my age group.
You go, girl.
I'm ready to go.
You go, girl.
I was born here in Michigan, the number 7 of 10 children. My father was a steel worker. He was a workaholic. One of the things that my father told me was everything that you want in life, you have to get up and do it yourself.
Hello.
And that's what I've been taught all my life. This Sunday is my first world competition this year. This is my last workout before the competition.
At 78 years old, she's doing her first world competition. Not the city, not the state. Her first world competition at 78 years old. Okay. And she's letting y'all know something. At 78 years old, she's doing her first world competition for powerlifting. Let's get into it. Come on, Norma. She's spreading gems. She's already told you guys that she's doing this to encourage and inspire women to take care of themselves.
Competition, wondering what my trainer is going to put me through. I started in powerlifting 2006. I was in real estate for about 35 years. Before I retired, I was selling a lot of big homes. And I got halfway up the stairs and I could not breathe.
Hello, listen here. I love how honest she's being. I love how honest she's being. She said she was in real estate for 35 years. She never heard of powerlifting before. She'd never been an athlete, never done any sport before. She was a real estate agent for 35 years, and she started powerlifting in 2006. Okay. So if she started powerlifting in 2006 and she's 81 years old, y'all do the math. Never been an athlete, never worked out before, never trained, never done anything. But at 78 years old, she decided to be a power lifter and take it more serious. Okay. She said she's going up the steps and she out of breath. Okay. Some of us are going up the steps and we out of breath. Okay. Let's get into it.
I said, oh no, this is not going to happen. And because a lot of my friends was a little overweight, I used to say, oh, no, why don't you lose that weight? And I said, I'm talking about somebody else. I should be talking about me. It's time for people and get some exercise.
I love the way she said that. Remember when I tell you guys that people around you and moods and everything around you, it affects you, okay? If you surround yourself with like-minded people, like she said, she was overweight, but all her friends were overweight as well, okay? And she used to constantly pick at her friends, telling her friends, hey, maybe you should lose some weight, when she really said, I should be talking to myself, okay? I love that she said that. And then she said that she was surrounded by also around overweight people.
I had a birthday party. And at the birthday party, a friend of mine, she came and she brought her husband. That's where I found and met my trainer.
You're going to break 1,000 to state meet.
Yeah, I think you done lost your mind.
Nope, it's time to kick it up a notch. I remember we first came here, they weren't familiar with us, and we were getting ready for a meet. And I had 350 on the squat bar, and the guys were like, "Is that for you?" I said, "No, it's for her." And
y'all heard that? Did y'all hear that? He said that he was racking some weights and he was putting them on the squat bar. He put 350 pounds on the squat bar, and the people were asking him at the gym, "Was he about to squat 350?" He said, "No, that's not for me. That's for her." Come on, Norma. Come on. Can I get the little nail emoji? Can I get the little nail emoji in the chat? Can I get the little nail emoji, the little pink nail emoji in the chat? Y'all know what? Y'all give me that emoji when you tapping fingers like this. Somebody drop that emoji for me in the chat, please. And then we're gonna proceed. She squatted 350 pounds. Okay, 350 pounds.
oh my God. You get a 70, 80-year-old lady squatting 300 pounds, they squat, doing any kind of squatting, it's amazing. But to do that type of weight, half the guys in this gym can't do that. And I'm talking about young 18, 20-year-olds. So yeah, that's impressive.
So Norma is 78 years old at this point, and she's squatting more than an 18 to 20-year-old man. She inspired me. Norma has inspired me to be 78, and you're squatting more than an 18 to 20-year-old man.
The very first day that I got started, he put me on a bench and gave me a broomstick, told me to lift this broomstick. Then he put me on other exercises, and I did that. The following day, I woke up, I said, I am not going back. This is too much for me. I'm getting too old for this. I heard something in the back of my head that says, look, go back. And that was the Holy Spirit. God told us to be consistent.
She said she almost gave up. Norma said look at her face. Norma said she almost gave up, and something was telling her that she needed to go back. And she was like, it was the Holy Spirit that told her to go back because she was about to quit. So she got in the gym, and the first thing she lifted was a broomstick. The first thing that Norma lifted was a broomstick. That's where she started. She started with a broomstick to now being able to squat more than an 18 to 20-year-old man by starting with a broomstick. So you got to think about this at this point in this video, in its reaction. What is your starting point? If Norma is 78 years old and she's performing at this, and you're 20 years, 30 years her senior, what's the excuse? Let's get into it. Let's go.
Consistent in everything that we do if we want to achieve something. So I went back, and here I am today, a professional powerlifter. Yeah. I'm in the 70 to 80 bracket, and so far I'm number one.
That's it. Good session.
That's it. I'm through. Every year it's 3 competitions: the state, the national, and then you have to be invited to the world.
Y'all heard that. She said she's doing the world competition. The only way you can get to the world competition is to be invited. So Miss Norma is invited. She didn't just say, oh, I'm going to go to the competition. Miss Norma has been invited to the world competition at 78 years old. Come on, Miss Norma.
And I've been doing this now quite a long time. All in all, I have maybe 20 or 25 medals. This one's 2009 World Championship, 2007 Powerlifting Championship. Getting ready to pack all my gear for this world competition.
She's ready.
Every time I go to a competition, if it's out of state, I have to pay my own way. My squat suit cost me over $300. My bench suit cost me over $200. Then you have to buy this belt, which is over $100. I had to buy a new suit for next year, and that's going to cost me $800 almost. Although
So listen to this. So y'all heard that, right? She paid, what was it, like $1,200? She paid $1,200 just for her jumpsuit, her suits, her lifting suit, and everything like that. So Miss Norma is making an investment into something that she basically isn't even doing for herself. She said she was doing it to inspire other women to do it. So she's investing in herself at her age to show other women and inspire other women that they can get out and do it. Okay. Now she says she only get Social Security, and then right now she's going to work. So Miss Norma, did y'all see her day? She got up in the morning. She had her pre-workout. She made her protein shake for after her workout, took her vitamins. She went to the gym. She trained at 78 years old. Then she went home. She went through her jumpsuit, looked like Miss Norma took a shower. Now she's going to work. She's going to work now. And we're going to see why she's going to work. She says she gets money every single month, which is her Social Security check. And now she's going to work.
I get my Social Security. Uber Eats help supply mine.
So her income is her Social Security, and she also works Uber Eats. That's how she's able to afford her workout attire. Okay. Not to mention flying places, getting hotels, everything like that. She is basically working to be able to afford this. Okay. She worked Uber Eats, she gets Social Security. Okay. And then she probably saved up from her real estate job. She didn't mention that, but I'm assuming. Okay.
Suits, my travel, and my extras. I average about $70 to $80 a day. Depends on how long I stay out. Now all I do is wait for a call. Some Wednesdays I won't go because that's my squat day. I'll just go in, pick it up, and come right back out. If I had sponsors, yes, I wouldn't do Uber Eats. I take more rest in between my workouts. The man can get a sponsor.
She said that if she had, I'm gonna try to find her. That's gonna be my task, try to find her. And she said that if she had more time, she would probably rest more. But she can't rest how she wants to because she has to fund what she's doing. She has to fund her workout suits. She has to fund, all of the powerlifting things, the belts, the shoes. Every year she needs a new suit and she has to save up for that, but she's prepared to do that. Okay. So I like the fact that she said that. And she says she doesn't do Uber Eats on the day she do a hard leg day. So I don't blame her. She don't do Uber Eats today. She has a hard leg day. Let's get into it.
Real quick, because it's more of a male sport. The women just don't get out there enough to get their sponsorship. It's a beautiful rainy day. Ready to rock and roll. I'm just excited about the world because everybody's not invited to the world competition. Everybody, because women just don't go in my age group. They just don't keep going. But I kept going because I want to be the best. My top squat is 413. My bench was 180.
Her top squat is 413 pounds. At 78 years old, her top squat is 413 pounds and she benches 180. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead, girl. Come on. Give us some more.
And my deadlift was 360.
360.
So no one has beat those numbers in my age group. So hopefully I can get close to it. Whatever I do, I'm a winner because nobody has beat my record. I'm competing against myself.
Oh my God, I know you. I love.
Did y'all hear that? She said when she competes, she competing against herself because can't nobody whoop her. When she competes, she's competing against herself. And I tell you guys this all the time. When you put in that work, it's you versus you. It is you versus yourself. So every time you do it to the best of your ability. Okay. Every time you show up at 100%. It's too many excuses made on why you can't do something instead of just doing what you can and being good at it. Okay. She said every time she competes is her versus herself. I love because can't nobody beat me. She said, She said, because can't nobody whoop me. Can't nobody whoop me. Can't nobody whoop me. Can't nobody whoop me.
Watching you compete.
All right.
You rock it.
Thank you. I'm number 15. So I'm going until 15. Hopefully this congestion don't affect me right now.
And she's there training and she doesn't feel good. Miss Norma, y'all just watching like the video, we're reacting to some this 78-year-old young lady who is a power lifter. And she just she's got invited to world powerlifting at 78 years old. She's a top in her class and she's telling you why she do it and what she goes through. Okay. At this point in the video, she says she doesn't even feel good. She don't feel good, but she's still there. She didn't make the excuse. She don't feel good. She's still about to perform.
Need some chalk. Chalk. I put the chalk on to keep the reps from slipping. Your knee reps. Keep your knees intact when you're squatting. One of my favorite things is I say to myself, nobody hears me, just me and the Lord. Greater is he that's in me than he that is in the world.
Because she said one of the things that she says to herself, because can't nobody hear her but her and the Lord, is because greater is he that is in you that it is in the world. Come on, Norma.
I say, give me David strength. And I'm a little nervous every time.
She says, give me David's strength. Amen. Amen, girl. Give me David's strength. Right in the chat. Right in the comment. Chat. Right in the comments. She said, give me David's strength. Give me David's strength.
Time I do the first one.
Yeah, Nora! 78 years old, y'all. Come on. Make some noise.
Yeah, Nora!
Yes,
So at this part of the video, I felt really sad because she didn't make the lift. Okay. But to me, it's what she did after. Okay. This part of the video kind of put me in my feelings because she wasn't feeling good. She knew she wasn't feeling good. She knew her body. She was like, I really don't feel good today. I'm still going to show up. I'm still going to do it. At this part of the video, she didn't make her lift. Okay. Now, what she does after is what really made me fall in love with her, because just because she failed that one time did not make her quit. She could have just went into the corner and not cared about anything else. Okay. Just because she failed in that instance, and we all have times in our fitness journey where you fail and you feel like you fail in that instance, or you can't pick up a weight that you thought, or maybe it was too heavy for you. Or maybe you're like, I want to try this today. You don't get it. Or if you get it and you feel like I could have done better, she didn't fold on it. And it's what she does, what she continues to do after, that makes her, even more lovable and relatable. Because at some times in this journey, we're not going to be perfect at it. At some time in this journey, we might fall down. Okay, but it's how you get up and what you do after. So this part of the video really, really resonated with me, and how I felt about her being able to do this. Okay, so her being 78 years old, being able to compete and be competitive so high, it kind of makes me feel like me being way younger than her, 40 years younger than her. It makes me feel like, what's the excuse? You know what I mean? And think about this, y'all. She just giving us surface level. She ain't telling you what, deep more about her. You know what I'm saying? She's giving you the surface level. She ain't giving you every day. She just giving you the surface level. So when you see this, you might just see her winning, but you don't see where she started. You don't see the time that she fails. Okay. But this right here, being videoed, being in the world competition and having this, it could break you, but this ain't breaking Miss Norm. Let's get into it.
The first lift that I did on the squats, the rep was too high. That's the reason why I didn't make it. I'm not feeling like
In powerlifting, you get 3 attempts. It was nerve-wracking for her. It was the first time she's ever missed her first attempt ever at a squat. I mean, she's a squat machine.
He said, you get 3 attempts. That was her first time ever failing her first attempt. And look at her. Like she could ball up right now. She could ball up. She could be crying. She didn't shed one tear. She took her time. She probably said about 5-6 prayers, and she's out there.
I know she's not feeling 100%. So once you make your open, it's all down here.
what?
She did it. She did it, y'all. She did it. She did. Look at her eyes. Look at her eyes. She failed her first attempt. If y'all just watching, like the video, we're reacting to some stories. And this lady is 78 years old. She is a pro power lifter, and she didn't start lifting. She's not an athlete. She didn't start lifting till later on in life. But look at her eyes right there. Look at her eyes right there. Look at, she was determined to do that. She wasn't going to leave that place until she did that.
I just finished the squat. Now I'm going into the bench. I'll probably go up to 160.
Relax. This is your thing. The deadlift is your thing.
Look at the confidence. Look at the confidence on her face now. Look at the confidence on her face now. Look at the confidence on her. Look at her smile. Look at her smile. When she got up, she almost jumped up. She almost jumped up. She had to hold her composure. When she got up, she almost jumped up, but she held her composure.
That was easy to work.
Easy money.
She's the hard one to quit about it. Get over there, sit down. Good job. You made that look easy. The deadlift is the hardest lift in weightlifting. As one of my mentors.
So next she's going to deadlift now. Deadlifting is one of the hardest lifts. It's harder than squatting. It's harder than bench press. The deadlift is one of the most dangerous lifts that you can do. Okay, so now she's going into deadlifts, and you can look at her face. You can look at her face right here. So to me, looking at her, she's trying to get in that mindset. You know how you about to work out, and you're like, I got to get in that mindset. I know I can do it. I feel like I can do it. I've done it before, but getting into that mindset is gonna do everything for her at this point.
A long time ago, anything with dead in it can't be good for you.
One of my best strengths. This is my deadlift.
Did it?
When I did that last lift, I felt something coming up, and I said, and I stopped. But I feel good. I look at the younger women, the ones 50 or less, and I see them pulling 400 or 500 pounds in squats, and I said, "Oh man, I got to get there," and that motivates me. Because I say age is no number.
Y'all hear that, right? So if she's squatting, her highest squat was 413. She said that she see the younger women who are 50 years old and less, she's 78, that are squatting 400 to 500 pounds. She looks at them and she says, I'm gonna get there. I want to get there. Because I feel like age is no number. I love the way she said, age is no number. Age is no number. She's not letting age stop her from reaching her goal at 78 years old. So when I hear women, I'm a girl's girl. I'm a girl. Put a finger here. Put a purple heart if you're a girl's girl. I'm a girl's girl. I am a big girl's girl. And hearing her say, age is no number. I can do anything I put my mind to. It takes me aback every single time. Okay. So it doesn't matter how old you are. There's no excuse for you to not want to take care of yourself. There's no excuse. She said her friend's husband started training her. She didn't go far. She was in her city and he started training her to where she is right now. But age is no number. Age is not an excuse for you to not want to take care of yourself.
If you got the strength and the willpower to do it, you can do it.
Nora is an inspiration. She was at my very first meet, and I thought I was doing something at 315 pounds, and she came and picked up like 315 pounds like it was a feather. It was great to see an older Black woman powerlifting. I love her every time I see her.
Nora is one of my teammates. She works really hard every day in training. She's up in age, but she is inspiring to all, I feel like, little girls, young girls, everyone.
My real goal is to do 500. And if I can do that by the time I'm 80, That would be wonderful.
Y'all, do y'all hear what she said? If she can squat 500 pounds by the time she's 80, that's her goal. Let that sink in. If by the time she turns 80 years old, if she can squat 500 pounds, that's her goal. By 80 years old. So some of you ladies, she is 30, 40, 50, 50, your senior. And her goal is by 80. She's 78 in this video. She's 80 now. To squat 500 pounds. So that tells you right now that strength is not about age. Strength isn't about age. Strength is not about age. Nora, she did not start strong. She didn't start strong because when she started, she was bench pressing a broomstick. That's what she said. That was her first time lifting, was a broomstick. She did not start strong. Okay. She knew what she wanted. She went in there and she found a liking to it. She knew she was overweight. She wasn't an athlete. She never did any kind of sport. She didn't even know that powerlifting was a sport or how to power lift or do anything. Okay. So I just want y'all to think about that. This is exactly what I tell my clients. It's not too late. It's not too late in life to start. You don't have to be an athlete. You don't have to want to be an athlete. It's about taking care of yourself.
Because that'd be a real world record for an 80-year-old woman to do 500 pounds.
Yes, you're right.
I hope the world recognizes me
We recognize
at that point.
The champ is here.
I'm excited. I'm not ready to quit. I'm going to keep going until the good Lord take me home. God give me the strength to do it, so I do it. I don't want to be in a category by myself. I want other young women to grow up and live as much as I'm doing or more, and that's exciting to me.
Now, y'all heard what she said, right? And I say this all the time to my clients. I say this all the time. I don't want to be the only one that's getting results. Do y'all hear me? Do y'all hear me? I don't want to be the only one that's getting results. I do not want to be the only one that's getting results. I do not want to be the only one that's getting results. I do not want to be in a category by myself. So she's saying that she wants to see other women and young girls lift weights and get strong. And again, she did not start strong. She did not start strong. She built herself to this. So where you start at, if you work hard, you'll get to where you aspire to be. And that's what she's saying in this video. That's what she just showed in this video. Okay. So we got to prioritize our health and our fitness and our wellness. Just like we plan a trip, a girls trip, just like we plan a night out, just like we plan, we planning already for our birthday, and the birthday is 10 months away. We already planning on what we want to do, how we want our outfit and all those things, but we're not prioritizing our fitness and our health. We're not prioritizing that. So I want you to think about that, especially watching this video.
That's one of the things I want, for another competitor to come up and do my lift. Step up. Yay! My prize one is my trophy over here. This is a Michigan State meet championship, and they gave me this sword. I was so excited because I did not expect that. And I don't forget how much I pulled at that time, but that I enjoyed.
All right. So I'm going to stop right here, and then we're going to go into our next reaction. We're going to go into our next thing. So if y'all new here, like the video. If y'all new here, this is something I want to start doing on my channel because there are more journeys out here than my own. Okay. Because I've had a tremendous journey. And I share that with you guys all the time. And there are other wonderful women that are having great journeys as well. And I'm always looking for more inspiration. I'm always looking for, something I can look up to. And I always surround myself and I look at stuff that's going to inspire this version of myself. Okay. And that story, I was telling you guys about it the other night when I was at the gym, because I was at a point where I was getting a little overstimulated. I would say overstimulated because I feel like at this point, there's too many excuses not for a woman to take care of herself. There's too many excuses for you not wanting to be in shape. There are too many excuses for you not wanting to pick up the weights. There are too many excuses for you not to access something that's so accessible to you. Okay. Unless you're okay with that. And like Miss Nora said, that all her friends are fat. She said she told her friends, all of her friends were fat and overweight. And she told her friends that they need to lose weight. But she said, I was really needed to talk to myself. And she showed her picture. She had never worked out. She was never an athlete. She didn't know what powerlifting was. She didn't know anything about the sport or exercise in any kind of way or form of fashion. Okay. She was a realtor. She was a realtor for 35 years. And she does Uber Eats with her Social Security to be able to afford to be able to do what she loves. Okay. She's doing what she loves to inspire other women to get in shape. Okay. And that's like my channel here. Okay. If you go through all of my videos have been to help. Okay. All of the videos have been to have been to help, have been to guide, have been to, show you that it can be done. Okay. Now, that story, I felt that she was being selfless because she said that if I can do this, I feel like why aren't other young women doing it? I feel if I can do this, why are, I want young girls to look up to me. She said, especially if the young girls are under the age of 50 and she's 78. Okay, so if you're under the age of 50 or if you're under the age of 60, raise your hand in the chat. If you're under the age of 60, because Miss Norma still got you by 20 years, baby. She still got you by 20 years. She still got you by 20 years. And I told you guys that I was reversing aging. I was looking some of my old content and my old pictures, and I said, oh, like that was me, but being on a good diet, being on my nutrition, staying on my workouts, getting more sleep, getting more rest, and stressing less, you will be able to achieve what you're trying to achieve. Okay. If you're trying to achieve that. Okay. So going into December is 1 month before but we're gonna go over another video in a second, you guys. Going into December is in a few days. And then we're going to go into a new year. We should not we should not keep going into the next years the same way. We should not want to go into the next year the same way. You should want to progress. Okay. So it's just like you being at a job and you're not progressing. You're not getting more pay. You're not getting more recognition. You're not getting a higher position unless you're just okay with that. We're not okay with bare minimum. I'm not okay with bare minimum. I'm not okay with bare minimum. I'm not okay with being the same that I was last year. I want to be better. Okay. So what Miss Nora did and what we just watched is she is showing the perfect example of longevity training. Okay. Longevity. We can't just do it for 4 weeks and think that we're just perfect at it. We can't do it for, she's been doing this for, at this point, if she said that she won her first, she started in 2006. So 2006, y'all do the math for me. So if she was 78 years old at that time, she's 80 now, 78 years old. And if she started in 2006, okay, y'all do the math. She started in her 50s. In her over in her 50s is when she started powerlifting and started training to get to where she is now. But she still started at an age where most people quit. Okay, and they're just okay with it. All right. So she didn't talk about any fad diets. She didn't talk about anything that she was doing to help. She says she'd get up, she have her pre-workout, she have her protein shake, she take her vitamins, whatever have you, is showed in the video. Okay. So I want you to think about that. There is no shortcut, because shortcuts will keep you in that same spot. All right. So I want y'all to think that we are, thank you. We're not being mediocre. We will not accept anything. Okay. Just like your relationship that you're in, or your work relationship, you don't accept how people treat you, right? You won't accept if somebody treats you like you're nothing, right? So the reason why people think that they can do that, because they see some type of weakness in you, right? Okay. So I want y'all to think about that. Stop half-stepping, all right? It's time to take control. It's time to get in shape. And it's time to stop making excuses of why you can't do something, or why you're in the same spot, or why that you keep going in the same circle and you can't get past that. All right. So next we're going to y'all like the video. Next thing we're going to is an 85-year-old bodybuilder. Okay. So the next lady that we're looking at, she is 85 years old. She's an 85-year-old bodybuilder. Okay. The last young lady that we looked at, Nora, she was 78. So now we're going to look at an 85-year-old young lady, and we're going to go through her video and we're going to hear her story. Okay. The 85-year-old lady, she is actually the world's oldest bodybuilder. Okay. 85 years old. She's the world's oldest bodybuilder. Okay. So like the video if you're ready to go into that. And after this video, we're going to go into another video about a transformation as well. I really wanted to tap on my older community because I feel like she's 85 years old. I feel like being 70, 80 years old, you still have time to live. You still want to live long. Even if you're 50, 60 years old, you can start now. Okay. You don't have to keep making excuses. You can go ahead and start now. So let's go into the next video. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Like the video? Let's go into our next young lady. And this one is also inspiring as well, and has inspired me as well. So let's go into our next story.
Ernestine Shepherd. I am 85 years of age, and guess what? I still got it. Still.
Y'all, I'm gonna hold you. She look good. She fine. She fine, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. And I love. And this is the thing. I love the way she's dressed. Coach, please add the links to the comments. I gotta show my mom. Okay, I will. I love the way she put that ish on, even to just work out. I tell you ladies all the time, what you wear, even if you're not working out, even if you work out, what you wear matters. What you wear dictates how you perform when you work out. This lady right here, she is 85 years old. Ernestine is 85 years old. 85.
Got it indeed. This octogenarian athlete
Ooh,
refused.
hold up. Hold up. Is that a six pack? Look at them. Look at them arms. Look at them arms. Look at them arms. Look at her arms. And she is nourished. She is nourished. And look at her friends. You are what you surround yourself with. You are what you. So I'll see you at the boot camp in the morning. I'm going to bed after this too. We're having a boot camp in the morning too, you guys. I was going to talk about that after this. If you're interested in joining the boot camp, go to bodyfordays.com. If we have a boot camp in the morning, we'd love for you guys to join. It's cardio boot camp. If you're in Houston area, I'm giving away one free ticket as well. So if you're in Houston area, make sure you comment right now. I'm giving away one free ticket to the boot camp that's in person. It's in person and it's virtual. But thank y'all. Thank you for saying that, Tracy. If you are interested in the boot camp, go to bodyfordays.com and sign up for that boot camp. Let me post the link right here. If you are in Houston, I'm giving away one ticket to the in-person boot camp if you can come. Okay, only the ticket to someone who can actually attend. All right, so let's get into it. let's get into the content. I just wanted to show y'all this. Just looking at her physique and just looking at what she surrounds herself with. Okay.
My mantra is determined, dedicated, disciplined to be fit, to get out and exercise. I don't let anything get in the way.
Did y'all hear what she said? She said discipline. When it's time for her to work out, she does not let anything get in the way. When it's time for her to do her workouts, she doesn't let anything get in her way. And she like me, I told y'all, I'm gonna forever wear my stomach out. Winter, hot, cold, indifferent. When you work for that body, listen here. That's her Instagram. Yes, that's her Instagram. That's her Instagram. Her Instagram is at the top. It's Shepherd Ernestine. That's her Instagram. Tell her I sent you. If you comment on herself, say Body for Days, tag me. Tell her I sent you over there. It's time for her to work out. She does not let anything stop her. She does not let anything stop her when it's time to work out. That sounds like me, right? I don't let anything stop me. I prepare, I get my house and my kids and my husband, see what we got going in order so I can be great.
Ernestine's journey to health and fitness started when she was 56 years old.
Woo! Y'all heard that? Hello? Hello? Did y'all hear that? She started when she was 57. 57 is when she started working out. 57. She is now 85. She started in her 50s. And I want to tell y'all something. When you start working out and start training, you're going to be sore. You're going to be tired. That is a normal thing. Okay. Don't just think it's you. It's everyone. Even if you have a hard workout, even if you work a certain muscle group, you hit that muscle group. She started working out at 57. She's now 85. So 57, comment right now, what's your start point? Comment what's your age and what's your start point? And I'm talking about not just cardio, I'm talking about strength training.
With a promise to her sister Velvet shortly before she passed away.
She held her head up and said, I want you to promise me that you will continue to help others to live a positive, confident lifestyle.
So Ernestine started working out daily, and at the age of 71, she took.
Oh, yeah. Y'all see that? She started working out at 57. Her sister passed away. Her sister told her to make a promise to keep motivating keep being healthy so she can live long. That was her sister's wish for her on her deathbed. She entered her first bodybuilding competition at 71 years old. This is her at 71. 71 years old. When you think, you do. When you think, you do. When you think, you do. If you think you cannot do it, you will not do it. If you think and you make excuses up in your head, and I'm gonna hurt somebody's feelings with this. If something is always wrong with you, you're not gonna get results. If there's always an excuse that you can use so you can do something, you're not gonna see the results. If you let anything get in your way just because it's in your way because you don't want to do it, you're not going to see the results. And I'm just going to put it out there like that. Don't expect a miracle when you have doing stuff. Don't expect a miracle for one session. Don't expect a miracle from 30 days. It has to be a lifestyle change. It has to be something that you want to do and you want to stick to for you.
Competition.
I was the oldest one there. Next thing I knew, I came in first place.
Hello. She said she was the oldest one in the competition and she won first place. The oldest one there. And do y'all think it was easy for her? Do y'all think that, it was just easy for her? Do y'all think that it was easy? I'm telling you, I'm asking y'all, do y'all think this was easy for her? She said she started working out every single day. Every day she made a priority to work out every single day. And she did not use an excuse and she had discipline. Discipline is something that you cannot buy. You can't pay for discipline. You can't buy discipline. You can't. That's something that you have to want for yourself. That's telling yourself no. That's telling yourself, I have to do this. I want to do this. I got my results. Right now, my pants are falling off. I couldn't even stand up earlier because my pants too big. These pants used to be tight on me. Tight. I'm talking about busting out of. Now they all the way up here. Discipline. Discipline.
Then came a call from the folks at Guinness World Records.
I was the oldest female competitive
Yes, ma'am.
in the world.
The oldest female.
Just for me, it was wonderful that I was fulfilling her dreams and then plus helping others.
Even now, Ernestine does not show signs of slowing down.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm at the gym at 7 o'clock.
Y'all heard what she said. Monday, Wednesday, Friday is her workout. That's when she lift weights. She just showed she was lifting weights 3 days per week. I got a program that's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 in the morning. Strength training. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It doesn't take a lot. It takes the right and the proper nutrition. It doesn't take a lot. It takes the right things and proper nutrition. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday now she goes and then she does her strength training. And it looks like she's a trainer, a dance trainer.
I have done 11 marathons.
11 marathons.
And just 3 weeks ago, I did a half marathon. I don't feel like I'm 85. Age is absolutely nothing but a number.
That was our next confirmation. Like the other young lady said on the last video that we looked at, she said, age is no number. She says, I don't feel my age. I don't feel my age. I don't look my age. I feel amazing. Heck, I was like, I ain't gonna tell y'all what I was thinking about the other day, but my husband shut it down. Um, when you are an age, especially over the age of 30, and you feel good and you're able to move and you look good and people wonder what your age is, and people, looking at you and they're wondering what you did and what you do. And you say, I take care of myself. I work out. I work out X amount of days. I eat, I drink a lot of water. I eat proper. I have a good diet. Those things show on your body. Okay. So we can say that we're doing everything in the book. We can say we're following a plan. We can say we're working out 8 days a week. And if we don't look like it, there's something wrong there. There's something wrong there. Okay. It's not matching. What they say, the math ain't mathing. Okay. Here, the math is mathing.
Oh, man, that's amazing. Join us from her home in Baltimore, Miss Ernestine Shepard herself. What a joy it is to meet you. And we were struck by so many beautiful things you said in that piece. And one is, you said, no matter what, you exercise, no matter the weather, no matter what. What keeps you motivated, Miss Ernestine?
What keeps me motivated is that I made a promise to my sister that I would constantly go out and exercise and help others. And that has been my dream. And my mantra is determined, dedicated, disciplined to be fit. And that is why I do the things that I do.
Yes.
When I listen to you, I'm like, okay, there's so many of us that find excuses, right?
A million
to not
excuses.
Get to the gym, to not live our best lives, to not take care of ourselves. For those that just want to get started, what's your advice?
My advice to people who want to get started, I first say the easiest thing to do is to get out and start walking. Because my goodness, it doesn't cost you anything. All you have to do is put your clothes on and go out and walk. And make certain you do about a half an hour when you first start out. And then later on, take it further and
well, you're an incredible person. And I was just thinking, because a lot of people, when you think, well, I'm in my 50s and I've never worked out, you just don't think it's actually going to be in the cards for you. But yet somehow you started there and wound up getting the gold medal prize at that bodybuilding event. I mean, what was that moment like when they put that medal around your neck?
When they put that medal around my neck, I just felt just so great. And I said to myself, you have done it. You have done it for your sister Velvet. And that was the joy that I felt.
All right. Well, we want to know if would you mind showing us a few moves? Because we'd love to have a little of what you're having.
In some of your classes, you have.
Can you get up and help show us how to?
Of course she is. She's ready.
Christine, do you mind?
You know what I'm going to do first? Yeah. I'm going to show you some moves on the floor.
Okay.
And then
Hello. Did y'all hear her? She said, first thing I'm going to do is get you on the floor. Now, that stuck out to me because with my clients, I'm like, when I say let's do abs, we're getting on the floor. We get into the core. Okay. We get the core and abs are two different things. Okay. We get into that core. This young lady said, Ernestine said, the first thing I'm going to show you is to get on the floor. To get on the floor. At how old? 85? To get on the floor. On the floor. I love that. I love that for us. I love this for us.
Off the floor. Then I'm gonna watch and see you do some bicep curls and some tricep curls.
Okay.
And if you see what I'm doing on the floor, come on, do it, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
You
We
got
will.
it. Yes, indeed.
All right, we're gonna do crunches. Crunches are very, very important.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna get
Do you know that she, in some of her classes, Hoda, she has her people do 800 push-ups. Did I read that right?
Oh my God.
200 crunches.
200 crunches.
200 crunches.
All right. We may only have time for the crunches, but we are going to get down here with you. All right. So what do we do? Lay down? We're going to do it. If she's doing it, we're doing
We're
it.
doing it.
I mean,
Does she
come
got
on.
on heels?
We're doing it. Okay, we're ready.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Does Miss Ernestine got on heels? Hold on, y'all. I'm tripping. Do she got on heels? Do she got on? Are those heels? Them some getting heels? Yeah. Do she got on heels? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. She got on. My girl got on some heels. Are those heels that I see? Okay. Hold on now.
Okay, careful.
Okay.
Okay, my mic.
There you go, Miss Ernestine. Oh, yeah.
You got to do, okay. Oh, so there are those, oh. Miss Ernestine.
Miss Ernestine.
We have to say you're kind of putting us to shame already. We just have a minute to say goodbye to you and to say thank you. But we want to thank you, and you're such an inspiration, Miss Ernestine, to so many people, to us especially. So thank you for coming on and talking with us today.
Oh, you're welcome. And I love you, ladies.
Oh, we love you.
We love
We
you
want to come and
back.
take one of your classes.
Yeah, we do.
Wouldn't that be fun?
That'd be a blast.
That was good. I love that. We got one more video. And then we're done. She had the boots with the she ain't had no fur, but she had the little boots with it had like the round piece on it that it must have been like socks, like baby doll socks. But I love the fact that she kept the promise to her sister and to herself, and she never gave up on her dream. She's also in the Guinness Book of World Records, and she's the oldest bodybuilder at 85 years old. Okay. Discipline. The main thing she said was her discipline, because without discipline, you cannot be consistent. Without discipline, you cannot be consistent. And I'm telling you guys that. Okay. So as the working out is a vital part. Another vital part is your nutrition. Okay. So if you have a terrible diet and you think you're going to just run it off, walk it off, or weight lift it off, that's the wrong outlook that you have. Okay. So if you are trying to get in shape, I mean, all those things need to work together. You can't have one without the other. Okay. So I love that she shared that and shared her journey. And her Instagram is, and if y'all go to her channel, her Instagram, make sure you let her know Body for Days by Jerica sent you over there. I love the fact that she don't have an excuse. Okay. And me as a coach, me as a certified personal trainer, me as a mom of 3, I'm a wife. Before I came to this live stream, I was cleaning the bathroom. Okay. So yesterday I cooked a whole Thanksgiving meal for my family. My husband and my daughter was the sous chefs, just getting everything, ready. And I'm just showing you guys that all the things that you are trying to achieve, they are achievable, that they're at a hand's reach. You are the reason that's stopping you from not obtaining that. It's no one else that's stopping you from attaining that. There are 24 hours in this day. You can give yourself 1 hour. or you can give yourself even 45 minutes. Okay. So I want you to think about that going forward, and especially seeing these older ladies that are old, that are 30, 40 years older than most of us watching this live stream. And when we say we can't do anything and we blame things, and we just blame anything on why we can't do something, why we can't get ourselves up to work out, why we can't stay consistent, why we can't keep discipline. Why are we in the same circle all the time? Like, why is there always a problem? And you got to realize sometimes you are the problem. It's nobody else doing this to you. Sometimes you are the problem. And I want you to think that, I think I know who you're about to show. I think that, I think that is some things in life you have to unlearn. Okay. And sometimes you might think you know everything about fitness, you know everything about diet. If you know everything about fitness, about diet, why are you still in the same spot? If you know everything about working out, why are you not fit? If you know everything about nutrition, about calories, about macros, about all these things, why are you not making progress? And that's what grinds my gears, because if we know so much and we know everything, why are we stuck at the same spot, and why can't we see a change if we know everything? So when you're starting a new program, or if you're starting something new, why are you still there? That's my question. Why do you think you're still at the same spot and you're not making any progression at all? That's what grinds my gears. Okay. So be willing to be teachable. Okay. If you're teachable, comment teachable down in the comments. Right? Comment teachable. Okay. You have to be able to be teachable to be able to see the results. Okay. Because again, if we know everything, why are we at the same spot? Okay, we got all these degrees. We got master's degrees, PhDs, we got doctrines degrees, we got 2, 3, 4 bachelor's degrees, but we don't have a degree in self-care. We don't have a degree in taking care of ourselves. So I want y'all to think about that. So you have to be able to be teachable, being able to want something, and be able to have that discipline. Okay. All right. So before we go to the next video, tomorrow we do have a boot camp. We have a boot camp that's virtual and that's in person. I am giving out 1 ticket. If you're in the Houston area, make sure you comment right now so I can see you. And if you are interested, make sure you go to send an email to bodyfordays@bodyfordays.com. If you're interested in the boot camp, it is a beginner-friendly boot camp. It's in the morning at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time at bodyfordays.com. Okay, so let's go to our next content video reaction, and we're going to go over something that might resonate with you guys, and this might it might hit home. It might hit home for some of you guys, and it might open your eyes to some things that you might have been feeling. You might have been feeling this way and not being able to talk about it. And or openly, and it's time to be a better you. And you have to realize that it's okay to go through things. Everybody goes through things. It's what you do to get through those things. Okay. So let's go into the next topic that we're going to go over to. And this topic is more on the eating and the food discipline. Okay. So if you're ready to make that commitment and ready to make that change, I advise you to do it and unlearn those habits earlier than later. Okay. So let's go into the next topic. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm bringing up the video. I know it's not up yet. It's coming up. All right, so I'm getting ready to share the next piece of content that we have, so we can go over it and we can talk through the next video, okay?
I was really shy as a child, nervous, scared of everything.
The lowest point for me was that day I didn't get that job.
I felt lonely. I missed my mum and dad.
When my grandmother actually died, I couldn't just go on enjoying life.
My mum and dad were both there, and it was just awful. They were both really upset, screaming at each other, crying.
I was full of anxiety. No one had ever taught me how to deal with negative emotions before.
I was always slightly self-conscious about my body, even when I had no reason to be. I never felt I looked like everyone else. I would look at someone who was perhaps bigger than me or the same size as me, but in my head I was a lot fatter than them. I was always bigger than them, was more wobbly than them.
Now, this video is going to be, a lot of you guys are going to be able to resonate to this video just based off the comments that I see. Just, you know, for me as my, you know, just me sharing this part with you guys, growing up, I'm from Alabama originally. So growing up, we didn't eat healthy. We didn't eat healthy. So I've always been a bigger person, just natural build. I've been a bigger person. I've always been one of the heavy, I wasn't super big, but I was always an athlete, but I always felt like I did not like my physique that I had, okay? Because, you know, you had different walks of life. And sometimes, like this young man just said, I always thought that every time I looked at my body, I didn't love my body or I didn't like my body, okay? And not loving your body or liking your body can lead to some type of food disorder. Okay, or eating disorder, excuse me. So an eating disorder can look like many things. Sometimes you can't tell that some people have certain eating disorder. You can see somebody who's smaller. You can see somebody who's athletic. When you start getting in shape, you got to realize that, you know, and I tell you guys that all the time, you have to eat your food. You can't just go without eating. You can't prolong. I stopped fasting because I was just not eating enough. And I was not eating enough, and it affected me in every single way. You know, I was moody, I was cranky, I was just not happy at times and feeling weak, feeling, you know, all kinds of ways. And I was feeling like, okay, if I eat less, then I'm going to get my results faster. If I eat, you know, if I eat just a certain thing and whatever have you, and it's not nourishing me. Okay. So we eat for nourishment, not for comfort. Okay. And a lot has been going around. Let me know if y'all still with me, like the video. We're talking, if you're tapping on now, start the live stream from the beginning. Now we looked at people who inspire you to actually start weight training at any age. And now we're talking about, eating disorders. Eating disorders look like many different things. Okay. So when we see somebody overweight, we think, okay, they have an eating disorder. They eat too much. We also see people who are real small. You have people who look normal as well, but when they look at themselves, they have some type of dysmorphia. Okay. They don't like something about themselves, whatever have you. So now we're going through a video that is talking about different people who look like different walks of life. They look different bodies, and they're talking about the disorders that they have. Okay.
So I wouldn't take my blazer off in school, even on the hottest days, because of how I felt I looked, because of one comment.
I was really shy as a child, nervous, scared of everything, scared of crossing the road, scared of my rabbit escaping and being eaten by the dog, scared of going to school, scared of talking to anyone. I had 6 older brothers and sisters. I think because the house was so chaotic, I wanted to be very controlled and very tidy.
It changed for me when my grandmother died, when I was sort of 15. She was the first person I'd ever lost. That was the first time I'd experienced death. You know, I didn't know what I should be feeling. I almost felt that I should know how it should feel. I do remember struggling to understand how everyone else was just carrying on as normal. And it was like I wanted to stand up and say, hang on a minute, don't you realize what happened?
We lived in beautiful countries all over East Africa. I come from a family where you were conscious of the far greater suffering of other people. People were starving, feeling sorry for yourself, moaning, whinging, whining. It's just not encouraged. It was always a given that my sister and I would go off to boarding school. I felt lonely, missed my mum and dad. I didn't feel happy. There was something was missing. For some reason, believed that containing my emotion was a good idea. I didn't tell my family. I think I was probably depressed.
I remember one morning I was having toast and marmalade, and one of my sisters said to me, do you know how many calories are in toast and marmalade? And that's gonna make you really fat. From that moment, I never ate anything again without thinking of how many calories it was. I just wanted total control over my body.
We ate a lot at boarding school. There would be huge blocks of cheddar cheese, giant industrial-sized pots of chocolate spread. And it served the purpose for me then of stopping me thinking about where I was and what I was feeling. Eating all this food made me gain weight. There was a girl in the house who told me that there was a way she used of getting rid of the food she had eaten. She would eat as much as she liked and then make herself sick afterwards. And it was this kind of mind-blowingly simple solution.
I love that she's talking about, I think she's anorexic. I love that she's talking about how she went to boarding school, and boarding school had a lot of food. Okay. And she was by herself and whatever have you. And the way she learned how to get rid of the food was from another person. Okay. And this goes back to me telling you guys that when you surround yourself, what you surround yourself is what you become, or what you learn habits of. Okay. And it's still a common thing right now. All right. So I want you to think about, if you are struggling with that, you have to get the proper help. Okay. Especially if you feel like you're small or you're slender and, whatever have you. I like the fact that she's sharing this and how it impacted her and where she learned it from. Okay. So this is not a thing that she just looked up on the internet and found and learned how to do. Someone actually told her that, how she can get rid of her food. And that's a thing. And it happens with kids, women, any young adults at a young age, especially in school, from stuff that they see other people do. So I like the fact.
The mechanics of it were a bit confusing to me. What finger did you use? How did you do it? And there's a little wiggly bit at the back of the throat. Do you push that down, or do you lift it up, or what's the best way of making yourself vomit?
It all started with the day at school. I was playing football, which was something I was never very good at. Got pinned up against the wall by this other kid at school who called me a fat queer. And I remember everyone being really horrified and asking me if it was okay that he called me queer, and I really wasn't bothered. But the fat bit stuck with me, which everyone else had ignored because I wasn't actually fat. But to me, that broke my heart.
So a lot of, so what we heard so far is actually Arrested Development. So some, and y'all can comment if you've have been related, if you've felt this before. So a lot of people are stuck in the state of high school. A lot of trauma happens to people as children in grade school and in high school. And sometimes they never get past that. That's called arrested development. Okay. So both stories, the first 3 stories was him saying that in school, he wore a jacket because he hated the way his body looked. He would never take off the jacket. For the young lady, she was in boarding school, and a young lady told her, this is how you get rid of your food, especially when you ate too much. Okay. So it affected them onto their adulthood, but they picked up these things from other people. Okay. And he said when the guy called him fat, it resonated with him and it made him continue to think that he was fat.
It's just all I could hear from that moment on was fat. On the way home from school that night, I bought a couple of bars of chocolate and a couple of packets of crisps and took them home and hid in my bedroom. And it was my little secret, something that no one else knew about.
The same way. I've always lived in fear of being in a social situation where I have to eat. Because I've always been deaf, I didn't want to go to the party. I didn't want someone to come up and talk to me because I couldn't hear them. And by retreating from Sunday lunchtime or the tea party or lunch at school, it sort of got me out of all those situations. It's not until you become anorexic and avoid food you realise how many events revolve around food.
I started to control every single calorie. I had to go to libraries and work out the graph.
The only thing I ever really looked forward to was chocolate. You know, when I was little, my mum would buy 2 bars of chocolate, one for her and one for me. So I think I've always associated chocolate with feeling happy. If it could have been another food, it could have been pizza, it could have been rice, but
So I like the way she said that, and this is for the people who are emotional eaters. You know, when you go through something and you automatically just run to the fridge or the pantry, and I talk about that all the time. She says she associated food with happiness. I mean, we all get food and we do our little happy dance, like, yeah, I got some food. I'm about to eat my favorite food or whatever have you. And she associated the food with happiness because that's all she knew. And I like the fact that they show that.
because I think of the emotional connection that I hold with chocolate, because I hold it with feeling happy and being with my mum. Chocolate was the only way that I felt calm. I would probably eat 10 bars in a day, easily. I think that my parents knew and they tried to police what I ate. Dad, he actually went to the bin and showed me how many wrappers there were. And they said, this is what you eat in a week. That I need to lose weight. I would scream, I would shout, I would tell them to leave me alone. They didn't really understand what was going on with myself, but neither did I. Binging was an escape. It was the only point in my day where I could stop thinking and stop feeling. I can only describe it as heaven.
She said that she was eating so she can stop thinking and stop feeling. That was the only part, that was the only thing that made her feel like nothing else mattered, was the eating. And she said she was eating 10 chocolate candy bars a day. And then her father kept them all. And then at the end of the week, he showed her, this is how much you ate in chocolate. But she used that as, she said, as happiness, and to make her feel like she was away from the world, or she didn't have to deal with whatever she was dealing with. So for my people that struggle with emotional eating, and every time you have any inconvenience, you eat, that is a disorder. There is counseling, and there is other resources. And don't be afraid to tell people that you need help, or tell your doctor, your primary care physician, that you need help with nutrition if you are feeling like the only time you feel a sense of purpose is when you're eating. The only time you feel a sense of you don't care about whatever else is around you is eating. Just be able to take care of those things. Don't just put it in the closet and close the door. Actually get seek the help that you need if you are struggling with that.
The idea of buying something, eating it, and throwing it up, there's kind of nothing more pointless and wasteful. But bulimia is very addictive. I still find it upsetting. In a binge, you might eat 2 packs of biscuits.
It was Christmas just after I'd moved home, and I was sat on my own thinking, I can't live like this. I realized I did want to do something about this. By next Christmas Eve, I was going to be thin. I started eating well. I decided I wanted to have weight loss surgery because I wanted to speed up the results. Once the weight loss had started, I'd started seeing a counsellor, but I realised I needed to tackle the underlying issues as well as the weight.
When we were in the throes of the eating disorder, if I use that word, we had no idea about the long-term mental or physical consequences. We didn't know at the time, apparently, anorexia can impact on your immune system, because Margaret was very prone to infection. She went into hospital.
Years old. So I want to tell y'all something. The success stories we watched before this, what age did those women start? What age did those women start getting in shape? Y'all comment, let me know. If you've been watching this live stream, we're going over different results, success stories. We're talking about health and fitness. What age did those other 2 women before this start working on getting in shape and taking care of themselves? What age? What age range were they? Y'all comment and let me know. What age range? They were in their 50s. They were in their 50s when they started. They were in their 50s when they started taking care of themselves. Okay. This young lady here has just turned 50 years old. And she said that you never know the long-term impacts of not keeping a proper diet. Okay. Her immune system, her body was immune to infection and sickness for not keeping a proper diet. And she's 50 years old. So at 50 years old is when she got the wake-up call to say, I need to be taking better care of myself. Do we have to wait to 50? Absolutely not. Is it too late to start at 50? Absolutely not. Especially if you want to live and you want to be here. Okay. So I want y'all to think about that. All right.
Things just began to literally fall apart. After Christmas, Margaret developed septic pneumonia. She rapidly deteriorated. The antibiotics they tried everything, every antibiotic there was, but it just doesn't seem to, whether she just didn't respond. When they switched everything off, I could just sort of feel everything. It was like sort of a draining feeling.
I'm assuming that's her sister.
No, that was it. So.
My relationship with my body right now is still rocky. I do need to lose weight for health reasons. Where am I now in my recovery? In the grand scheme of things, I am probably halfway there.
I'm very careful to stay well. The feeling I have is if I'm a survivor, there has to be a meaning for that. It can only be that, I survived for a reason.
I like that she said that. She said, I'm surviving for a reason. I have a reason to survive. Okay. And I tell you guys about that all the time because people ask me, they're like, what are you training for? Like, why are you going so hard? I have small children. My youngest child is 2 years old. Okay. I'm not no spring chicken. I'm not a spring chicken. I have my third child over the age of 35. Okay. So I want to be here. I want to live. I can get on the ground. I can crawl on the ground. I can pick myself up off the ground. I can do 50 million squats. I can lift weights. I can do all things, I got other kids that are older. I have to run behind. They want to be chased. They want to run back and forth. They want to do all these things. I have to be healthy to do that. I got to be healthy to pick up this baby and walk up the stairs. I have to be healthy so I can run behind them. I got to be healthy so I can get up and I don't have to get up in 3 movements. Okay. That is my main reason of going so hard and working out. I have a reason. So you need a reason, make you a solid reason. Find your reason, find your why. Find your why that you need to finally make a change. Find your why to say, okay, now I'm ready. Even if you feel like you're not ready, it's making progress. It's starting. Okay. It's starting and it's continuously working at it. All right.
I don't think there is a cure for what I went through. I'm in a relationship now that I'm very happy with. If I get the urge to binge, I will talk about it and be honest and not give that any more power of me.
I remember my therapist saying this to me, that this illness
was
was not a product of
illnesses
a lack of self-control or a weak will. It was a mind-blowing realization. I have been completely free from any kind of eating disorder for 10 years.
Good job, girl.
It's history now.
Anorexia is this overwhelming power and energy. I managed to turn it into a hugely positive thing. I want to show others there is hope, no matter how bad it can be, and what a life you can have.
I love that. I love that. I love that, y'all. I love that. Imagine what kind of life you can have if you start taking care of yourself. Imagine what kind of life that you can have, the longevity of life that you can have, knowing that you need to deal with, or you need to take accountability for, or seek help for any eating disorder that you have. And you might not even know you have it. It can stem from different things. It can stem from childhood. It can stem from, someone making a remark towards you. It can stem from somebody saying something that you did not like. There's different reasons. Okay. Everybody got their different reason. Everybody has their story. Okay. So it's about what you do after. All right. And just showing you guys, going over those videos today. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this. This is my first time doing that on my channel. But I was like, I need to, I need to what does that say? Am I still on here? Let me come out and come back in.